driving to Stower, which is our home for the night. It's completely remote, there's nothing here. And we're going to stay next to the lighthouse up there. This is our first and only night, not on a campsite and just completely remote, and there's no one here. So wish us luck. As you can see, there is literally no one here. It's just kind of scary, but also I guess it's cool. There's no phone service either, so we're literally completely remote right now. And we're just walking up to the lighthouse. You can see the top of it there. There's like another beach on the other side of the cliffs, and then that's where we're staying. You can see our van over there, all on its own. Oh, and then the lighthouse is up here, and apparently you can rent this lighthouse. It says www.stowerlighthouse.co.uk. When I have phone service, I'm gonna look that up, because imagine renting that out with a group of friends. That would be fun. It says rent this lighthouse, but everything is gated up, so I'm now thinking, does it mean like rent this lighthouse for your business, not like rent this lighthouse to live in? Low-key, like I would live here for a whole summer. Like, look how sick that is. And then you're just looking out to the sea. It's like lighthouse and then the sea. Just walking along the outer side of the lighthouse to see what's on the other side. Okay, well, we came to the other side of the lighthouse and this is what it looks like. There's a beach down there. It looks like there's a waterfall over there, and then out there is just, I guess, nothingness. Look at this, there's literal foam all over from all the way down there. That's how windy it is. We have turned the van around so that we can look out onto this view. This is going to be the cooking view. Tonight I'm going to be cooking here and looking out onto that. The sun is just setting and we've got the whole place to ourselves. This is why you should do the NC500 not in summer. I'm probably just going to read my book now or read a magazine, and then at some point we'll make some dinner and then we'll head to bed. Hopefully I can have a restful night. Sometimes in places like this I get a bit nervous about getting kidnapped, but I'm sure we'll be fine. We're now making some dinner whilst it's still light. So tonight I'm making haggis with steak slices because we had a couple left, and we've got some noodles as well. And the lighthouse is up there. Then behind me is the ocean and there's still nobody here. So after this, the entertainment is probably just going to be reading some books because, as I said, there's no signal. There's also no toilet, so that's going to be interesting. And there's no shower. So we'll probably head to the next campsite early because check-in opens at midday. We'll walk to the Old Man of Stour tomorrow and then we'll head straight to the next campsite. Has anyone had this haggis? Because when I went camping last time in Scotland, I ate it straight from the can. I didn't cook it. I was fine and I was so hungry because we just hiked so far, but are you meant to cook that or what? Because I was about to eat it off the spoon and I was like, hang on, are you meant to do this or is it raw? But if it is raw, then I ate quite a bit of it a few months, well, last summer, and I survived, but yeah. Okay, dinner's ready. We've got haggis, steak, cheese and noodles. Might even add some chutney to it. It's getting dark. I'm just going to throw all rubbish away and then we're going to set the bed up. It's about, I'd say 7:30, And the lighthouse has actually started flashing, which is cool. Oh my gosh, did you see it in the back? How cool is that? I think it's automated though, it doesn't look like there's anyone there, because it was all pointed up. Morning guys, I have awoken. As you can tell, I've awoken and I made it through the night. There's one car that survived this morning, and do you know what, like, I actually slept really well. I woke up once, but apart from that I had a pretty good sleep. Like, when I was falling asleep I was a bit nervous and I was thinking like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so remote, I've got no phone service. But then I kind of just lay there and then I just fell asleep, and then I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, well, I've been asleep for a few hours now and nothing's happened, so I can probably, you know, relax for the rest of the night. But yeah, woken up to this beach and had a really good remote camping experience. We've had some breakfast and now we're walking to the Old Man of Stour. It's a bit of a long walk, 3 kilometers, and it's raining, but you know, got some good sights. Lighthouse there, van down there. I still can't believe that we slept here, like literally in the middle of nowhere last night, and we're still alive. It wasn't that scary, to be honest. We were quite sheltered, like in that little dip, but the wind sometimes like sounded like a car, and then the fridge in our van sounded a bit like a car as well, which was a bit scary. But I honestly think nobody probably came at all last night. I think that one car came this morning and that's it, and even now it's like 9 AM and there's only one other person doing this walk, but probably because it's raining. There's a waterfall down there and a completely private beach with no access. I'm wearing my glasses now because I'm trying to see if there's any whales, because I keep seeing all the signs saying look out for whales and dolphins and porpoises. I mean, I haven't really seen anything. I don't know if it's because it's March, but I'm keeping an eye out. Right guys, so we've made it to the Old Man of Stour. As you can see, it's over there. I don't know if we'll walk all the way over there just because it's raining a lot and I wore too many layers this morning. I've got a puff on, I've got a rain jacket, and I've got my thermals on, so I'm a bit hot. But I don't know if you can see how intense this path is. We just walked down this path between 2 rocks. I'm literally standing here right now and down there is a massive drop. But yeah, it's pretty sick. So that's the path. We just walked down there. What the hell? We're just walking back to the van now. So we've walked along this cliff for ages. As you can see, the lighthouse is all the way over there, and we've already walked halfway back, I think. But yeah, scenes are amazing. So I definitely recommend coming here. It's raining a lot today though, and I wore one too many layers. I wore my puffer jacket under my raincoat, and I can't take it off because then it will get wet. So I'm overheating a little bit, but we'll be back soon.